Hey YouTubers and makeup junkies out there, this is Michael Scott coming at you, and I was going through my video manager on YouTube and realized that for this channel I've not done a foundation kind of basics for contouring and all that stuff, so I thought we'd go ahead and get one of those videos done. Now, if you don't have one of these I find at like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, they're generally, in my experience, for chocolates. You put a little chocolate in each one, and then you can throw it in the microwave, and then you can paint the inside of those little chocolate molds for holidays, and then fill it with regular chocolate. So, but anyways, when you're working with multiple colors, I find that you can just use this for them, and just put your multiple colors in here. It kind of will make it a little bit easier for you. So I'm just trying to get some colors out here. I'm going to do the kind of Kim Kardashian look for this one, or the contour for this one. So what you're going to need is your regular foundation, whatever you normally wear. I'm wearing NC30. I actually got NW30 when I went to the store, but it still works really well on me. So you're going to need a shade that's really light, like 2 shades lighter than your normal shade, then a shade that's a couple shades darker, and then your normal shade. So we've got those. I've got them kind of poured out into here, and I'm going to grab a Real Techniques foundation brush. This is the pointed one, and I'm going to take the light one, I'm going to do a shape like that. And it by no means needs to be 100% perfect. I have a fan blowing on me, so I'm going to kind of direct that off. And basically, you want to put the lighter shade anywhere that you're wanting, your highlights to go, and anywhere that light is going to hit your face first. So, and then for this one, this is actually a RuPaul from Matthew Anderson. I learned this technique to make it a little bit bigger down at the end of the nose on Matthew Anderson's page, but he is RuPaul's makeup artist. So yeah, it's a great little tip. Next, you're going to go into the darker one, and for this one, I was actually going to try, this is the Temp 2. This is one of the water-based ones instead of silicone, but it's a little bit darker, and I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, it's not going to be dark enough. That's alright. We'll make do with it the way that it is, though. So I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit here. So I know I've got some other dark. I've got a lot of darks. It's a matter of finding which one I want. Alright, I'm going to go with NW40. I'm just going to grab a different brush since this one still has the light on it. Just a matter of finding that particular brush. There we go. So again, just grabbing a foundation brush. And then you're going to put the dark color wherever you're kind of wanting the color to not show up, to kind of recede into your face. And then, for guys, drag queens, when you're wanting to feminize, you do it on the temple. Like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull out these. Add that to them. my normal shade. Actually, I'm just going to use the Temp 2 since I've already got it out and it's close enough to my natural shade. So I'm going to go ahead and do that everywhere else.
You love me, you hate me, I don't care. You want me, you love me, you hate me, I don't care. You want me, you love me, you hate me, I don't care. You want me, you love me, you hate me.
Oh, I just got this. I have a little bit of lip liner on. I was trying to match up a lipstick earlier.
I don't care. You want me, you love me, you hate me, I don't care. Don't hate, I don't care. Care, care, I don't care.
Alright, so then I'm just going to take this, I want to take the sponge now. I'm going to take just this regular foundation brush. Go ahead and start blending this in.
I don't care. I don't care.
And when I'm dealing with the darker colors, I'm pulling them out and away from the highlighted areas.
Okay, now he was close, tried to domesticate you, but you're an animal. Baby, it's in your nature. Just let me liberate you. You don't need no papers. That man is not your maker, and that's why I'm gonna make you good girl. I know you want it. I know you want it. Good girl. Can't let it get past me. It's far from plastic. Talk about getting past me. I know you want it. But you're a good girl. The way you grab me, must wanna get nasty. Go ahead, get at me. What do baby dreams?
And then you can just take
You're the hottest bitch in this place. I feel so lucky.
a sponge and just kind of scribble.
Okay, now he was close. Tried to domesticate you, but you're an animal. Baby, it's in your nature. Just like the liberation. You don't need no papers. That man is not your man. And that's why I'm gonna make you.
Hopefully my lighting isn't really flushing it out. There's one light over here not on.
Good girl. Can't let it get past me. Talk about getting but you're a good
And of course, it was the very last one that I went to. Sponges are really great for blending out as well.
Can't wait for you to salute you. Not many women here refuse it, but I'm a nice guy. You like it hurt?
Alright, so then go ahead and go through with a clear translucent powder. For this one, I'm going to use Ben Nye's Neutral Set. And you basically are just wanting to set your foundations. I'm going to use the Sonia or the Samantha Chapman, the buffing brush. I'm just going to tap into that. And, you know, this not only helps set the foundations, but helps get rid of, like, any shine that you may have from them. Anything along those lines, and just kind of blends everything as well. One last time. Right, and then as you can see, and as we get further away, you can see that this is kind of the highlighted area, along with right up in here. So you've just kind of got this as your highlights. You use your regular foundation on all the other areas, except for a little bit of darker right in here, which just kind of helps, especially, you know, if you're a guy trying to do drag, then it's going to help kind of feminize your face a little bit. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I want an additional highlight right along here. So I'm going to go into another Ben Nye, and this is the Ben Nye Banana Powder. This is what Kim Kardashian's makeup artist uses on her. And so I usually use a wedge. So I have some. Let's see if just take a cotton ball and do it. So I'm just going to tap this right under the eye. And you can even come down with it, just like you had. So what we're going to let this do is called baking in. And essentially, see, I'm already sweating from my floodlight right above the computer here. But so baking is to just let this set for a long period of time. So we'll go ahead and let that bake. The other thing that it's going to help too, I was also going to say you could use the e.l.f. ones if you've got those. These are great. They smell like citrus, which I really like. But, you know, I do prefer MAC. But for the light, I use Alabaster L'Oreal True Match. And then I just used, just go to MAC Counter and get some samples of darker colors and lighter colors to figure out which are going to be the best ones for you to use when you're doing this for your face. And they'll help you. You tell them exactly what you're wanting to do. Instead of my NW30, I use my Temptur, which this normally goes into my airbrush, but because I'm doing the actual contouring with it, I just wanted to show you guys that. So, another step you take with contouring is to get a really dark powder. And I'm going to find a kind of a fine-tipped brush. This is actually a lip brush, but that's okay. Just go down along the side of the nose. Now, if you've got smaller lips, you can do a little bit of this right underneath. pull it down. And that's going to give the illusion of a bigger lip for you. I also like to do my Cupid's bow. Just really, really lightly. And then do right along here. Unfortunately, my top's gonna melt and sweat off while I'm doing this video, but I can't really be avoided right now with. So just swirl that in. There. So right on the dimples. Oh, I was gonna put a primer on, which I totally spaced out. I had it sitting right here. e.l.f. actually makes a decent one, a mineral primer. There's another one, which is a L'Oreal Perfecting Base, Magic Perfecting Base, which is a great primer as well. But yeah, I was going to use those and totally spaced it. Now, another one to make the neck appear smaller is to go kind of diagonally. Along here. And then dependent upon your face shape, like with mine, I need to tuck. So I like to do right along the bottom of the jaw. Like so. And then we go back right in here. And then I do that as well to just kind of accentuate the cheeks and the jawline. So, and I guess we'll let that set and kind of bake again for a minute. Another area that a lot of drag performers like to do, and it's just to make the face kind of appear a little bit smaller, is to go all the way around the hairline. But it's just gonna melt on me right now because of this floodlight. But let's see, it's all wet and not really sticking. Sorry, I'm going to turn my fan back on right now. So I have the fan here to help keep me from perspiring. So, you know, I'll just go ahead and pick up some more with this brush. And I actually do have a wig, one that Michelle had left here, actually at my old house a long time ago. It was the Angelina Salt wig, but we would throw it on when we were doing contouring just to kind of show, when I was doing contouring, so I could kind of show how it feminizes the face. But you guys will get a good idea. I mean, you're already kind of seeing that already. So, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows real quick while I'm waiting. I'm going to use the Too Faced Brow Envy. I generally like to use the thinnest stencil that's in here. That's just my preference. But, you know, most women that I see have really, really thin to no brows anyway. So, So I'm just going into the brunette. Just gotta be really careful with this to not move the stencil. Once you've got it down, and then to make sure that it's even, because you don't want, obviously, one brow half an inch higher than the other one. You're gonna look like you're drunk when you put your makeup on. Just see it moved a little bit there. You can always tell when it happens. So I'll just grab a Q-tip. Just pull the new box out. Obviously, I would never lick the Q-tip if I was working on it blind. Wake up white. I'm just gonna wipe it off. Since I have everything right here, I can just retouch foundations. So, just kind of a prime example of, yeah, don't let it move, make sure that it's even. Right. Maybe. Hopefully. So, and then these stencils leave a little blank space in the middle right there, or towards the end right there. That's so you can do an arched brow or a rounded brow, depending upon your preferences. I'm just going to round these. Just a real quick fill in. Like so. So I'm just going to try and even them up a little bit. They never come quite perfect. The idea behind the Too Faced Brow Envy is that you color it in and then you pluck your brows all around that, and then you kind of have perfect brows to fill in every time, and it makes it easier. You won't have to worry about them moving up and down and all that stuff. Alright, so we let this stuff kind of bake in for a while. We're going to go ahead and buff it off now. halfway through, I'm just going to kind of wipe off any excess. And then when it comes to the inner one, I just grab a fluffy brush and I just pull it like so. You just don't want to leave any really kind of harsh lines. You can take it in a little bit on here if you want. Just to kind of make your nose appear a little bit smaller. So there's kind of the basic contour. So when you get further away, you get that going on. And next do your blushes, and they're like skin finishes if you want. So, like one thing I'll do is I'm going to take, this is one that I fixed last night. I don't know if I've got that video up yet on how to fix a broken one. But this is the Rose Olay Special Reserve Highlight Powder. And I like to take this right at the end. I'm just going to wipe off any excess that's on this brush. And put a little bit of it there. And it's just kind of got a light shimmer to it. This is an amazing highlighter. But you might be hard pressed to find it now unless you went onto like eBay. But it has a nice reflective quality to it. Alright, so then you can do some mineralized skin finish like over this little bottom area right down here. Just to kind of take away if you've got it darker than you want. But this is, more of a drag contour. If you're going to do this for like daytime wear or for yourself, I suggest you use just a lighter color. But I wanted to do it much darker, especially on my camera so you can see it. But this is Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus, which is my tone. So I can go right over it. And then there's another trick that we'll use here in a second, and I'll show you to help with your blushes. You can do bronzer now if you want. I'm going to grab Vintage Grape Blush. And then right above that, I'm going to place a card.
You feel your pockets say it empty out once. There's a shower of gold. Take the heart for the gold. It's not someone to learn. You want me to change.
So you can see that line. Send it over on this side, but make sure you get a good amount of powder. And I actually picked this one up from Goth's makeup artist, who has a channel here as well. I picked a lot of hints up from him. He's an amazing makeup artist. Has his own line of brushes that he's launched as well. And then I'm going to take Petticoat, and I'm going to grab the MAC 168. Yeah, for that, which is just a slightly angled brush. And I'm going to go right on top, and in the rose, apples, your cheeks. Alright, so once you're done with that, take a fan brush and then just go up and down. And this is going to help blend all those colors and contours together and help so you don't have any harsh lines. So that's blending that Special Reserve Highlight Powder, that Mineralized Skin Finishing Petticoat, the Vintage Grape, and the dark contour. Now you can kind of blend that neck one down as well. Alright, so then there is the kind of basic contouring, getting your brows added in there. The only thing I haven't done is my eyes. Usually I'll do that next in a separate video, but yeah. Blend that one out a little bit as well. And again, this one is just to kind of make you appear to have larger lips. And then, so that's it, kids. This is basic contouring and highlighting. It's kind of got some of the drag contouring in there, and then just regular basic contouring. But I wanted to show that, which is more of a drag contour. But if you use a light enough color, you know, then it's not going to be a drag-looking contour. It's just going to help brighten out these areas and give your cheekbones a little more definition. Because I have more of a rounded face, so that definitely helps with mine. So, all right, guys, that's it for this one. This is Michael Scott saying, have fun and have fun with makeup. Bye, guys.